Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Capital A. Welcome to my Forex weekly review. This is going to be that video where I just quickly review what was said on the weekend to look at the trades that were mentioned in there. We'll see how they progressed throughout the week. If that sounds good to you and you want to follow up with the channel, follow the trades, keep up to date with what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button in the bottom right corner. There's some good things coming within the next month or two. So again, be sure to stay up to date. I want you to understand before we get started that today I was on a call with my students around 7:30 in the morning, looking at the London session, and it was made very clear to us that the market makers are around and they're manipulating today. They're definitely about, there's a lot of money being pumped into the markets. So here we are now. We've got an hour till the New York session. Let's see how price is going to react with that. Okay, guys, as always, we're going to start on the pound USD. I mentioned the buy around this level here. I think we had like a 60 pip reaction coming from around the 138, 200 level. It had a 60 pips and then it's gone down. Okay, so I was wrong. I was actually expecting price to overall come up here first, hit this imbalance area, and then go to the downside. I was wrong about that. It's going to the downside first. So what I want to look at now, just by noticing, I've watched this uptrend that's been happening recently. So this bullish move to the upside. I've been watching how price has just been crawling back down to this area, taking out any buying positions, any buying traders in this area. So what we're looking at now is the 136 level, maybe 136,300. This is a very common pattern that I'm used to seeing. There'll be a lot of traders that are looking to buy here. Okay, so what I want to explain to you now is there will be a buy push. There will be a buy push from this area, no doubt. It may be only 50, 60 pips. You've got to be able to make fast decisions in trading, and you've got to be able to have an open mind on which way the direction of the market's going to go. If you can't do that, it's going to be tough for you. Let me explain why, right? The market changes its mind faster than a human can. So you're just always trading. You're always trying to keep up with that information. So what I'm trying to say to you here is I'm looking at a buy around the 136. But when I do watch how price hits that level and moves up, I may then be looking to sell it very quickly. Let's say if it had a 100 pip push, to then go through that area and eat the liquidity. Okay, there will be a lot of traders looking to trade a buy there. So don't be like everyone else. Try to do the opposite. Okay, guys, just a quick update on the pound Swiss franc. Just looking at this now. Called a really good trade on this recently from that 129,400 area. And we've had like a maximum of about 160, 170 pips profit. I've been watching how price is coming back up, starting to retrace into these areas. I liked the way this came back into there. I didn't catch this. However, today I did catch an entry around 28,300. I think I'm about 10, 15 pips in profit right now. I'm just looking at this area. I think it looks a bit clearer on the 2 hour. I'm just looking at this area yesterday. So this was where London closed yesterday at 4 o'clock. Well, that was the 3 o'clock candle, but obviously once it finished 3:59, 4 o'clock price shot down. So I felt like something was done there. Funny enough, today, if you just go on the hour, you can see here this morning, 8 o'clock, price shot up to the level, started to have a retracement. It came again at 10 and it's now starting to shoot down. Yeah, I've taken an entry at 28,300. I wouldn't suggest doing that now. Again, if it does come back, it may come to eat the area out. There's going to be a lot of liquidity building above, but I just want to see the energy. I want to see the strength of how this is going to push away. I'll be making a decision very soon. I'm going to put my stop loss at break even. If it comes back and takes me out, so what? I won't gain nothing, but more importantly, I won't lose nothing. So that's the pound Swiss franc. I will be updating this on the weekend video. I am quite in sync with this chart right now, so I've got a rough idea where the market makers are sitting. So make sure you check that video on the weekend. Okay, guys, the next one's going to be the pound CAD. I'm going to stick with the move, my original move that I called out, which I'm still waiting to see price come around the 174,500. But let me give you a little lesson here. I want you to first say to yourself, how similar does this look to the pound USD with what I just mentioned? So I mentioned that there was that bullish run. The price was, having that movement to the upside. And now you can see they're starting to walk back down. They're starting to take back down the area. And this is what I'm kind of looking to want to see on pound USD. I want to see that 136 level that we was talking about react like this, come up to where there could be a possible selling area, and then come down and take the liquidity very fast. So what you see here, what you need to understand is there's going to be a lot of traders stop losses underneath this area here. When it comes back, this is where that energy comes from. This is the market makers coming down to absorb all of that money and take people out of the market. So the reason we're now looking at this area is because we know that they've left the footprint here. They've left the clue. If I come down to the 1 hour time frame, What I'm looking at is a similar scenario for my students that know, for those of you that may know, they've left little clues here in these blue candles that there could be a trade. Now it's all about your patience. See, prices moved away, come all the way down here. You've got to almost ignore everything that's going on here and be patient to wait for your area. Look, they teased you. They came back to the area almost. I'm looking to see it back at 174, 500, maybe 600 at least. That came to 400. So it was almost there, then it dropped and it's gone a long way. Okay. So what I'm looking at now, I'm going to be patient. It may not come that high up. It may get to 73 and then drop again. That's fine. I'm going to wait for that move. And the reason being, I'm going to wait for that move. If I was to enter a sell, let's say here, which looks like a good, decent setup around 73, 500, I would straight away, my emotions would be in hell because I'm going to be worrying about the area above. So I wouldn't be able to take a sell there comfortably, knowing that there's possibly a transaction left open up there. That's the pound CAD. Keep an eye on this one. It ain't going to happen soon, but I'll be updating again in that weekend video. Okay, they just keep on coming, guys. This is the UK 100. I've been on this with my students all week talking about it. I'll put it on a 4 hour so it looks a bit clearer. What I'm looking at is this level. I've mentioned it a few times that there's going to be a buy around 66.40, 66.60 due to what I can see over here. This week we've just had price coming into the area, and there's a little analogy I like to use for this. They're just coming back to get drinks at the bar. So they've come back here, they've ordered their drink, they've gone off, they've had fun. They're coming back again, they've ordered another drink in the area and it's gone up again. So there's opportunities there. I don't like the way this has shot down to the area. There is looks like there's a lot of bearish strength now and could go through the area, but it's in my area. If I don't take the trade when I've done this working out and made the setups, then trading would be pretty much pointless. So yeah, if you are watching this, I'm saying there's going to possibly be a buy from where we are right now. 66.40, it's 10 past 12. The New York session is going to open at 1. Not to say that I've back tested how much this would affect the UK 100, but this is a buy-in area. This is where it should start to turn around from and maybe get a push to the upside. It may come slightly lower towards the 6600 level. So just keep an eye on that. That's the UK 100. I'm saying it's right there. It's available right now. We could get a buy push from here to maybe go back up towards that 7,000 mark all the way up here on the left. So just keep an eye on this level, keep an eye on this area, keep an eye on this trade, see how it plays, see how it performs. Yeah, UK 100. Okay, guys, quick update on the euro pound. I think I was mentioning around, it's pretty much at the same level. I mentioned the 86-200 level. I was looking at a sell here. It's gone slightly higher. I don't like the, well, if you had a stop loss above here, you would have been tapped out. So I do like the way this is moving down and kind of sort of stepping off of this candle and moving again. I don't like the area. I don't want to be a buyer here. I don't want to be a seller here. Just buy what I can see in the price action. I'm going to hold. I'm going to stay with the 86-800 now off of this level here. If it comes to there, I will look to take an opportunity. It could come towards the 87 mark. So it's basically somewhere in that range there between the 86-800 and 87. I'm saying there will be a sell somewhere in that area. Be patient, let it go to there, and then we'll be looking at a trade. So I was looking at this area. Something has bugged me. I don't like the price action. I'll leave that there. I don't think it's going to drop from here. I feel it's going to be slightly higher before the big sell comes. So again, just keep an eye on that 87 mark. Euro pound. Okay, guys, just a very, very brief update on the Euro USD here. I was looking at a sell around that 120,700, sorry, 120,300, 400 mark. I don't like the way price has gone and made a new low now. I can kind of write that trade off and almost make it void. I'm going to kind of monitor this swing now and see what we get, see when price is going to start to retrace, maybe looking at a possible sell around the 119 mark for this to continue. That's not to say that that move can be completely written off. If I start to see it shooting there, I will be thinking about it. There's a nice double top here. There's plenty of reason for that to still be a move, but I'm just going to switch my focus for the next couple of weeks to see if there's going to be something that comes from here to then go for a big move to the lower side. So again, Euro USD, just keep an eye on that. There's not much right now. It's got a lot more room to move, but just keep an eye on that maybe early next week. Okay, guys, just a quick update on the EURNZD. I just want to explain what I'm seeing here. So there were some good sell opportunities that we've been looking at. We've been catching a couple. I want to explain to you what's happening in this area and basically what the market makers are doing. So a lot of people are starting to plot the sell. Even I was wrong. Hold my hands up. Basically, what I want to explain to you is price has shot up and gone way higher than the 166 area where I was looking to sell. So if I just come down a time frame, I want to explain how many people would have been thinking there's a sell in this area. Now the time frame is 2 hours. So each 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, there's about a day there. Okay, about a day and a half of trading here. So they've built up the market to look like a sell for a day. Loads of people are getting in for the sell. Dave's calling Tom, Tom's calling Mike, Mike's calling his nan. The nan's told the whole family, everyone. So everyone's pressed sell. Okay, lots of money. The market makers are waiting for that to build up. They're waiting for it to build up, build up, build up. Everybody putting their positions in. Here they come. And they're pushing up against them. So while everybody's selling, they're going to buy against your money. And technically, they're taking your money and making theirs a lot greater. So what I want to look at now is this has come to an area where I feel that that's where they needed to shoot to. That's where they wanted to get to for them price to be what they're looking to really do, which is going to be the sell from here. So let me just break it down for you. We're at this level here. I've just moved that line by accident. I wasn't meant to do that. Price has come to this level. It does look like it's around the 1.7 and it's struggling. And if it doesn't look too clear on the daily, it's struggling. 4 hour, it's been there for about a day and a half now, struggling. 2 hour, just looking at the struggle. It's a very similar picture down there. So I'm keeping an open mind and asking myself, is the sell going to pull off? Where is it going to push down to before they may come in again and take the area? So at the moment, it's building up a lot. Okay, it's a very similar picture to what we're looking at down there. I'm just keeping an open mind. I want to see where it's going to go. The 1.7 can be a sell. You will get a push from it. It may at least 100 pips to the 169, but be aware of that. Just be aware of that movement that may come. And it does look like it may come from, let's say, the 168, 600 level. Okay, so just be aware, keep an open mind. That's the EURNZD. I'll be updating that on the weekend video. Okay, guys, this is the EURAUD. This is a very similar to what we just looked at, which was on the EURNZD. So we've got an area where I thought it was going to be a sell around the 154. They've come through and shot the market higher. They've come back to this same level where they dropped it from. Okay, so this is clearly them dropping from this area of imbalance, and they've come back to the same level and had another little drop. So what you need to understand right now is that there's lots of money swimming above here. The market would, from where we are, it has more reason to go up here than it does to come down here. There's lots of money up there. It can go up to that, grab it, and then drop. But it's got more reason from where it is right now to go and take that money. So what I would say is keep an open mind. Okay, I would say maybe focus more on the buy, but keep an open mind. It could drop, but be focusing on an area around here. So I'm going to say I'll give you a number to focus on and call out. Probably the 154, 154, 200 level. I want to see price shoot back to there. It could stop around 154, 600. There's reason for it to there. You can see there's a little gap. This is what I'm looking at. But keep an eye on the 154. There could be a massive buy going against all of that, going against all of them traders that are going to get in that sell and basically try to ride the market down to here. And look for the market makers to jump in and then take it to the upside. So again, just watch that 154. Does price come and hit it like this? Does it show a candle that wicks off of it and then moves the other way? Then you can start to plot your trade and work out what's going to be the best opportunity for you. Just a quick update on the USDCAD. Been watching this one for a little while now. It's almost getting there. So I just want to show you the daily swing that I'm looking at. And we're now getting back towards our retracement areas that we like. Around the 70% is what I'm looking at here. I've been mentioning the 126,500 mark for a sell. I'm sticking with that. I feel like it's now walking towards it. If I just come to a 4 hour, give you a bit more data of what I'm looking at. It's around this area here, 126,500. I believe price shouldn't go higher than here. So it's a 127 mark. It shouldn't really go above that now, if I'm correct. So I'm going to be looking to refine the entry. When it gets there, when it gets closer, there may be an entry, maybe around 126,500, 600. So just watch price, look for that candle, look for the candle that's going to go slap the area. And then if it prints, it stays like that, we can then start to plot our trade from there. That's the USDCAD, guys. Okay, this is for you, the students that I know like their gold. They want to know what's going on in gold. A lot of my students ask me. I just want to explain, this is what I'm waiting for. For those of you that know my rules, there's a daily swing that I'm measuring. It hasn't got back into my areas of retracement yet, where I'd be happy to sell from. So just remaining patient. It may never come there. It may just go and make a new low. I'd move on and plot a new trade. Keep an eye on the 1800 mark. For those of you that want to sell this, it may be a sell from there. It can take a little while. It ain't going to happen maybe this week or even next. But just keep an eye on that area. Somewhere between the 1780 and 1800, I believe there will be a longer term sell. If I just move over to the gold euro for you, this was another trade that I've been looking at. I mentioned in the weekend video. I want to explain a little bit of imbalance for you here. So we've seen price come down to this little gap that was left here. It filled the gap perfectly, and it's moved up to what was another gap that was left just there in that black candle. And I've been mentioning the 1470, 1465 area for a sell. So it's pretty much sitting there right now. I do like the way this is sticking to our box. Okay, so the bodies are closing the space that was created here. It can drop if you are going to take a trade. This one has, as you noticed from the daily swing, it has come back into my blue areas where I'm looking to be happy to take trades from. Criteria is meeting up. So 1470, 1465. If you can get an entry around there, keep it tight. This is gold, guys. It's very volatile. You can't have a tight stop loss. You've got to let this one kind of breathe. So if you can get an entry around 1470, 1465, make sure it's a small lot size. Try to at least ride that down to maybe even the 1400 mark. Okay, that will be a lot of patience. It will take time. That's gold. So just be safe in there. Like I said, it's very volatile. It ain't for a beginner. Okay, guys, so just a quick, we've done the review part now. I'm just going to give you a couple trades that I feel are good to look out for the next week or so. It's going to be against the JPY, and both of them is going to be the EURJPY, and I believe it's the EURNZD, sorry, AUDJPY. Now, what I want to explain is this daily picture. We've been looking at price moving up, moving up, moving up, and it's made a new swing from here, and it's now back at a level where if it's going to go again, this will be the last point of call. So just keep an eye on this AUDJPY. It's around the 128,500 mark. We are 30 pips up. It's had a push, okay? I'm going to be judging this, and just come down to a 4. I'm judging how it's moving. I do want to see it come back again and start to show another push. Then I'll be a lot more confident. This may be a move that's early next week. So just keep an eye on this. Is the EURJPY. If I just quickly show you the AUDJPY, I like the daily picture. I like where that body has closed. It's closed at a level that it rings a bell to me. Okay, it's banged straight on the 88% line. We've got a round number of the 82 there, so I'm saying around 82, 82, 300. Just keep an eye on the area. I know we're 800 now. We're about 50 pips higher. So again, very similar to what I just said. I want to see price come down and struggle in this level again. Go hit that line again and show me that yes, there's a problem with breaking through this area. Then I'll start to think about the trade. And again, I'll be updating this on a weekend video, so be sure to check that out. Okay, guys, that's all from me this week. Thank you to the students and the people that have been joining me on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning calls. It's been brilliant. I've been enjoying it. We've caught some good moves. I hope you've been enjoying it too. If you want to get access to that, guys, reach out to me on Instagram. That's adstar10_FX. I'll send you the link. We can then start conversing on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday mornings around the London session. You can see what I'm looking at on the day, and then hopefully we can catch some trades. If you like that, guys, hit the subscribe button. Stay up to date with the channel. There's going to be a lot more exciting things coming. I've got the Forex Weeklies reviews and talks coming, and there'll be a lot more of access to these videos on the morning. So that's the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday mornings. I'm going to be starting to go live on YouTube in a couple of weeks. Just waiting for a few things. With that being said, guys, hope you've all had a good week. Stay safe. Be tight. The market makers are around today. They can manipulate a lot. So just be safe with what you're doing. Get your stop losses in earlier. And I'll see you all on the weekend. Be safe.